Trojans. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Trojans will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Running to the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Fires into the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Ohio State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown USC!
always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Coming out with it, it's Turner. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The sure hands, it's Bettis. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He takes it at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He's got him in the flat. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw...
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fowler. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This one's going to be fun if this keeps up. Back with the ball in a 14-13 lead. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. With the catch, it's Rodgers. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give on the option. Touchdown, Ohio State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a heat. grab near the sticks. It's Wormley. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Fowler. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
There he goes. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Rodgers. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Buckeyes are on the move. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the
defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Pulls it in. It's Bell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And a nice job understanding. They're trying to run a screen. They're trying to throw that over your head. They let you run up the field. You're not going to be able to get the sack, get your hands in the air, try to affect the quarterback, and a nice job getting my hands in the air and deflecting the football.
Working on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Got his man on the right. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw time running short in the half. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll immediately call timeout. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Wormley. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He makes a grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now on the move. Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. To the air, it's St. Clair. Under fire. Pulls it in, it's Rodgers. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. They strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Shotgun snap on third down. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. down, going to the air. Quarterback moving out to the right. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's John. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good thing. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero covers, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Fires to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that first down?
And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll take it himself. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Flushed out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Rides the back on the option to give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Using the quick game. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Ohio State 35, USC 27.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jess. Makes the grab down the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, USC! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To the air, it's St. Clair. He's got him. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Rodgers. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires it down the seam. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Looking downfield on first down. and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds a tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Wormley. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And it's another first and 10 play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man, it's St. Clair. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Got the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's first and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.